It's your girl, Miss J. Talks with Jay. About to have a homie, Hollow Da Gatman, pull up on me. And we gonna chop it up. We gonna talk about a few things. We gonna talk about his battle rap journey and like his upcoming battles. And like his killers and other things just in battle rap. So any moment now, should be getting Hollow Da Gatman to tap in with me. So, you know, just trying to show love to everybody, you know, especially my fellow DMV battlers. Oh, my guest is here.
Yo,
Yo, what's up?
yo, what's good? What's good?
You know, just tapping in with you saying what's good.
Oh yeah. We outside. We outside.
So,
Damn, I think is this the first time we actually like had words?
yeah,
All
aside from
right,
like Twitter, yeah.
all right, cool, bet.
So
Nice to
let's
meet
get
you, acquaintance.
into it.
Yeah, let's
Let's
get
get
into it.
into it.
What you know?
So, break down your name, Hollow Da Gatman. Because I know when a lot of people see your name, I know they probably
Man,
thinking, oh, he stole his name from Hollow Da Dawn.
yeah, that's a very big misconception. Okay, so originally my name was Hollow Man for joking reasons. Like the Hollow the Gatman shit is a joke too, but like people used to call me Hollow, was just short for Hollow Man, because like they said, I'm light skinned or whatever, so like I'm see through. So they made like a comparison between me and like the Kevin Bacon character on the horror movie,
Okay.
if it makes sense. Okay, so like that's that I've had that name for years. Now the Hollow the Gatman shit came from an actual real situation where somebody made light of it, and
Mm-hmm.
like I don't know, a friend of mine was about to get like jumped or whatever by like 30 people, and it looked bad. Like, I found out later that he deserved it, but like, at the time, you rob at your man, so your man's wrong or
Yeah.
right or
Yeah.
whatever. So like it was one of them situations where I backed out, and like I wasn't letting nobody do nothing to him, and people heard about the shit, and then they would somebody was like, oh shit, Hollow pulled up with the Gat man, and you know what I'm saying, like it, and he kept saying the shit a lot, and then I changed it to my Twitter handle at one point when I had my old account, because I thought the shit sounded funny. And I don't know, like this was before I had battles.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward, I have my first battle on Bloody Knuckles.
What year was that?
That was 2014.
So that
Yeah,
was
like,
was that like your first live battle?
yeah, that was my first battle period. Like,
All right.
I'm saying, before that, like, we have like freestyle competitions, or like, I'm saying, niggas be like play rapping in the hallways or the lunchroom, or like niggas would spit bars on the block. But like that was the first time I actually like battled, and it was recorded and all that. So it was me versus some grind time nigga named Half Past Seven.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah, that
I
was
definitely remember him. Because I
so.
said, like, where he been?
Man, I don't know, under a rock or something, but it came about by chance, because like I had always been a fan. Like I grew up with the Smack DVDs, the Come Up DVDs, the Fight Club shit, all like watching J Mills and Enes battle on MTV, watching Mook and Sirius. Like I was actually there for that. I was 13 when them niggas battled in that barbershop. I
Mm.
couldn't get in, but like I was there. Um and from there, like I always been a fan, and I used to do music and everything, but like I never really like took the chance and jumped in the shit, even though I wanted to, and I didn't know how I would. So one of my associates just signed me up for the shit one time, like just straight up put me in it. So it was like do or die. He was like, "Hey yo, I signed you up for this league and this battle," and I was like, "You did what?" He was like, "Yeah, nigga, so you got like a month. You either gonna do it or you gonna fold like a bitch." So I was like, well, well, I'm not going out like no bitch, so I guess I'm writing right now. So it's first time I prepared. Like that process is way different. Like when you first starting out, like writing is like the writing and remembering that's the hard part. Like you could think of material and like you could say certain things, but it's like, the preparation is like the hardest part. But at that time, like I had never prepared material and I didn't know how to count bars. So I kind of went over in that first battle a lot over time because like I had so much material, I didn't know exactly how much to use and how much not to use. But and I was nervous as hell, but I was focused. Luckily, he ain't really like one of them people that's like really dangerous. Like he's just like okay for his era or what he represents. But it wasn't like they put me in front of a killer. So like I felt like that was an easy dub for me. Like they said I got it 2-1. Like I got the first round and then I got the third because his second was more intricate. And the structure was a little bit different then too. The politics were different. I think that was in Flatbush. Yeah, that was around Flatbush. So my second battle, I was supposed to battle Johnny Alcatraz actually on that same league.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and he turned me down. He said, "Nah, I'm not doing that shit. Who the fuck is this nigga?" Because he had just came off that battle with Ill Will, which he lost, and then he took a battle with Prez Mafia and lost that. So we never saw him again. But like I feel like that would have did a good thing for my career, my views or something. Because like I only had one battle at the time. So now moving forward, 2015 is when I have my next battle. I battled Jay Sick with it. It was by chance. We was in a group.
I've heard that name before. Is he our society?
No. He's non-denomination at this point, but like he was CBG with me, and then he was Capital Uncut, and then I think he was just independent for real. But yeah. So we was in a group chat of like hip hop heads and battle rap fans, and they was like, "Yo, who's in here really want to do a battle? We be watching this shit, etc., etc." And everybody was acting scary. Nobody wanted to jump out. Nobody wanted to do it. So, me and him was already cool from like some years ago, and then I don't know, somehow we just ended up like, "Hey, yo, y'all two want to do this shit?" And we was like, "Yeah, let's do it." You know what I'm saying? So that process was a little bit easier because I felt like I was writing for like a true test and like I'd already got my hands dirty. So it goes down, but it's not really on a league. Like it's more so like in an apartment, and the cameraman was like one of my people from Eastern Shore. So, it was a little bit unorthodox, but we made it work. And I felt like we put on a good one for what it was. I'm saying a lot of people say it's debatable depending on preference. And I guess I took a hiatus for about close to a year after that. I didn't really get booked nowhere. I went with C Dollars to Showtime for his battle against Leno Brown, and I originally was supposed to like start over there with like a rookie plate or something, but like niggas wasn't trying to fuck with me for whatever reason. So I just didn't sweat it. Then I got a DM message from Q Da Vinci at Capitol Battlegrounds. Basically telling me that they saw my footage with Jay Sick with it and my footage with Half Past Seven. And they was like, "Yo, yeah, you be getting busy, but like we seen you at like open mics and shit in the area. Like we know you're not from here, but like I'm saying you be doing the battle rap shit for real, for real. Like we need some new talent to come over and like structure this shit." So I was like, "All right, yeah, fuck it." I came over, I scouted a little bit, I watched one of their little events. I wasn't really impressed by what they had. At the time, I didn't realize that they weren't really, battle rap connoisseurs or really even knowledgeable about battle rap culture. They were just fans that, happened to catch on a little bit later when the shit's starting to elevate to like a cultural favorite thing, pastime to do. So they don't really know battle rap culture. They just know battle rap and some battle rappers. So they decided they were going to put a league together. and the people on the league didn't know what the fuck they was doing. But you know what I'm saying? So I came over, had my second battle with AP, and I had my third battle with business.
Business. Is that the guy that battled Foots on OSBL?
Yeah,
That the
yeah,
same business?
that's the same business.
Okay.
Um,
What was your
I
first
battled.
paid battle?
My first paid battle was when I went to Baltimore and I battled this guy Flatline. Um, I won $100 off of the battle, and my second paid battle was I I I got paid to battle fuck what's his name? Oh yeah, well, I mean I got paid, but it ended up not happening because of you know politic issues. But like I was getting paid to battle Swank,
Okay. All
so
right. So now, who do you represent, or do you not represent a league,
um
or like
I
what's
rep
going on?
well I really represent myself. Tell you the truth, I'm a free agent, but there's a couple leagues that fuck with me here and there, like you know Bars Over Bricks, OSBL, etc. Like I go where I'm booked, but for the most part, those are the two leagues that I really like be getting it in with. And then there's this new league called Identity Seas Battle League. So I've been on two of their cards already. I'm about to be on the third one. So they've been showing love from the beginning. So I'm pretty much like I'm a free agent, but like I don't get into the whole this league and that league ownership and you know what I'm saying, burning bridges, etc. So like I go where I'm booked and I go where I'm appreciated.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Cause I know, like some people, they on this card, they on that card, they just
Yeah.
like all over the place.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of me lately because honestly, this year and last year is the most consistent I've been since I started. Like usually I battle like once or twice a year, and then I go in the cut. Like you know what I'm saying, I might have one or two battles in a year, and then you won't see me for the rest of the year until summer around the same time. But like now, I've been taking them back to back, like consistently and like leveling up. People said like I don't do enough, I don't work hard enough, so I had to like
Show
show my
that
face a little.
you putting in your groundwork, you doing what you need to do.
Yeah, I definitely see like my progression from the beginning to now, as far as like material,
Mm.
focus, um, preparation, energy, performance. Like I definitely see where I've transcended into like being a more well-rounded battler versus where I used to be all over the place. Like I didn't know what to do with my hands. I was nervous and shit. Like, cause uh, I used to have stage fright kind of.
Mm.
So, but like once I got more comfortable, like now it's kind of easy breezy.
Okay, because everybody want to say everybody do the how Twerk do his hands and
Yeah,
Press Mafia
yeah, that's cool and
PG
everything.
step
Like,
and everything.
yeah, the PG stuff. Like, I'm not knocking it or nothing, but like, I don't want to get labeled for sounding like, looking like, rapping like, performing like anybody. Like, I'd rather people just keep that unorthodox shadow over me where people can't quite figure me out or what I'm going to do. Like that's
Yeah.
when I feel like I'm in my element, when I'm most dangerous. So I don't want to become predictable and I don't want to become comparable. I feel like if people tell you all the time that you sound like this person, you sound like that person, they're really saying you're either unoriginal or trash in a very nice way.
I, yeah, I was saying that about a lot of battlers when they were saying like Twerk with the whole how he was moving his hands and Dre Dennis, the PG step and Press Mafia, who started what and you
Yeah.
know and I'm like, come on man.
The
And then
PG
they want
stuff.
to say, oh the Goonies sounded like I
Yeah.
be over it.
The PG stuff looks like somebody dropped stuff juggling.
That's
So,
exactly what it looks like.
And like, you know, it worked for a couple of people. It worked for Prez, it worked for Dre Dennis, it worked for Chess on We Go Hard. It even worked for Prep. So like, but you gotta
Salute
have
to
that.
Prep. Like, even when Prep got put up, like, Prep wasn't on URL no more. Prep continued making his name, so salute to him. And
Yeah, I
like,
like Prep. Prep
let's
is
make it in
definitely.
the let's do real good in the second round, Prep.
I really hope he wins it. Like, I feel like he deserves it more than anybody. Cause like I've been a Prep fan for some years, and I always felt like he was one of them ones, like talent wise. I just felt like he caught a raw deal because of the politics, and I mean, I guess people didn't like how he dressed or how he, you know,
Yeah,
believed in himself. Like the people think he's cocky, but really, I feel like he was just so confident in himself as a battler that people mistook it for like narcissism, and they looked for any and every reason to try to drag him down for shit. Especially
yeah.
with like the Chilla battle. But like, I feel like Prep is definitely one of them ones. He's definitely in my top 20 niggas.
All right. So, top 5
Top five.
battlers right now, not including yourself, that people aren't talking about, that they should be talking about.
Um, I feel like people are not talking about Chess enough, considering how young he is and the impact he's had on the culture since his debut. And you know, despite the hiccups here and there or whatever you think about him, the man is definitely a pioneer at this point of a style of energy, and he's still one to be reckoned with. Like
Definitely is.
win, lose or draw, when Chess raps, people pay attention. Like he commands a stage, he commands a room, he commands an arena. Like it's very hard to like how you say, like when that nigga's out his body, it's very hard to match his energy. It's
That
like
is
you almost
very
have to
true.
do something else that he doesn't in order to make it debatable.
That's
He
true.
he makes a lot of large people seem minuscule on a stage.
I agree.
Um, I would have said Easy to Block Captain until like last year because that nigga been killing shit.
That's
Like I
what I was
always thought
saying. Everybody want to talk about like Easy to Block Captain's new. He's not new.
he
He's
definitely ain't
been
there.
out
I've been
for a
seeing that
while.
for
He just
years.
did his just due just recently.
I've been seeing I've seen Easy to Block Captain since like 2012 or 13. Like he's been here.
And I be trying to tell people, I'm like, back when he had the cuts in the beard and everything. I'm like, y'all just getting hip because he's on URL now.
Yeah. Um, Quantum physics. I feel like for years people have not given him his just due or talked about him enough. But like he has fathered a lot of styles in this culture, some even iconic in comparison. Like people gave conceded that that ringmaster title over the whole, you know, slow it down and bringing it back and double and triple entendre shit, but QP started that shit. Like that was his shit before conceded really got on like that.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that I see somebody beat quantum physics like totally, like clearly in a building or anything.
Yeah.
Like I don't really see him lose. I've seen him lose before, maybe once, like clearly, but I never see him get smoked. I've only seen him stumble like twice, and that was like years apart in his career. Like the man is very dangerous and very lethal with the unorthodox style, the his delivery, even his freestyle and rebuttal game is dangerous. So I don't feel like he gets talked about enough. I
He
don't feel like
dope, but the whole ghostwriting thing, for
I
me, that
mean,
just,
I wouldn't be surprised. Like,
he
look,
should have just not said anything with it.
he shouldn't have, because honestly, the point of being a ghostwriter is to like mind your business and shut your mouth and not
Yeah.
expose people that you're writing for. But
Like, he
I
sound like a
feel,
better ex. That's what he sound like.
yeah,
Going
and
on
I
everybody's
feel like
platform.
the reason it's coming out like that is yeah, because like he feels like he's not getting his just due for putting in work that he's put in, and like he feels like the people he's helping out are advancing past him. But it's like nobody told you to be, the ghostwriter either. Like it's Quentin Miller shit. Like, I'm saying, if you want to
But
be the
it's
nigga
crazy
behind the
because he
scene,
just battled Dre Dennis on URL, and nobody knew it until recently when I want to say Top Tier Podcast, I think, posted something that showed them together. Like,
I didn't
you
know
ain't
he
seen him,
battled him.
you ain't seen Quantum Physics on URL since what, his Innocent Kennedy battle? We ain't seen him on URL since then. So that's
I don't.
dope. He's
Yeah,
always
that
been
is
a
dope.
dope battler.
Dre
It's
Dre
just the
Dennis is dope too.
extra stuff, man.
The cocaine and the Maury show shit. Yeah, like he does a lot. And
Like, he
the
got focused on the battling part. Stick to the battling part and let the rest of that stuff go. And he good. He's good at the battler. It's just everything else just overshadows it.
yeah. Uh, I think 40 doesn't get talked about enough. I feel like she's solidified herself as a legend as far as femcs go in the culture. Um, and maybe my last two, I'll just do some local niggas. Like I don't feel like my man Murdoch get enough.
Dashiki
Enough.
Shorty.
Yeah, that's my guy. Like people
He's
don't know.
dope.
Like, that's
I
really
like
my
him.
bro. And he
He's
get
dope.
busy. He was definitely one of my favorites in that league, that is as far as like well-rounded battlers and people that I saw going big places, like, and he still is like his energy and his aura is unmatched in my opinion. Like he solidifies what it means to like really be a DC nigga. Like he is one of those shooters and Boss Hugo jumpsuit wearing niggas. Like the ACGs with the chain hanging and all that. Like he is mumbo sauce. Like that nigga is DC through and through. But it's like the style he brings with it when he's battling. Like
Yeah.
it's like he conjures up all the spirits of battle rap through him, and you feel his energy in the building. So like I feel like he doesn't get talked about enough, and I don't feel like he gets the opportunities he deserve. I feel like he should have been in the PGs and been in the Crucibles.
Yeah, because like I've seen him on We Go Hard. I've seen him on a bunch of different leagues, and I'm like, how come I ain't seen him either a PG or RBE or a Bloody Knuckles or like
Yeah.
some of these other battle leagues that are.
Honestly, I think his shit is like he keeps getting locked up every time like he starts building his buzz back up.
See, that's an unfortunate situation too.
Yeah, and I be feeling for him because like I think he got locked up like a week before he was supposed to have his PG.
See, that's unfortunate. Because like when I think DC, I think him. I think drugs. Um,
Yeah,
who
drugs
else?
too.
Your Honor.
Yeah, definitely your honor.
Like when I think DC, like those the three that come to mind when I think DC.
Right. Um, let's see. Like I feel like Jerry West is very dangerous and underrated. Um, I feel like he's slowly progressing to be that nigga, but I feel like people are not giving him the opportunities to get on the platforms. He needs to like headline a Summer Madness. He needs to be like a night of main events and such. Like I feel like they're just trying to born and ban Legacy the nigga to death.
Yeah, if you notice, certain people have yet to hit. Like he's done volumes, he's done Gnome.
Yeah,
Was he
volumes.
on Super Fight?
No,
Has he done the Super Fight yet? I'm
I have
thinking
no
that'd
idea.
probably be a next card that possibly he can be on.
Right.
Um,
I remember seeing him at Band against Jack Boy, and I was very impressed with what he could do. He's definitely one to be reckoned with.
like
Uh,
salute to him, because even though he's on URL, he go back to where he started. He
yeah,
still
he is a
goes
we
back
go
to We
hard
Go
nigga.
Hard.
Yeah. Damn. Maybe the last person I can think of it's not getting talked about enough is I'll go local again. Like Uh, I don't know. Maybe Ray Cobain had pit fights.
I have never
Nothing.
heard of that person. Are
Oh,
they a
I
new
mean,
battler?
no, he ain't new. I mean, he's new as far as like longevity is concerned, but like I don't think he's new at all. Like apparently he's been working behind the scenes for some years, even before he battled. But like
Okay.
me and him battled before.
Hmm.
You
So
know,
I gotta go look at some pit fight battles. So I think like pit fight. The only person I'm familiar with is what Murder. I think
murder.
Murder might be the only person if he's even pit fights.
He's pit fights. He's pit
Yeah,
fights
that might
before.
be the
He's been
only
there
person
forever.
I'm familiar with from pit fights.
Yeah, I mean, me and Ray haven't always seen eye to eye, but I will say that he's definitely a dangerous and underrated battler as far as performance bars and potential. I mean, he definitely gets busy. So I don't feel like people rate him high enough for like his resume and for like his ratio of wins to losses. Uh, I will say like I do like his style and the way he raps. I don't always like him personally, but like
Mm.
I'd be lying if I said that I didn't think he was dope. Also, there's this other person that I don't really care too much for, like personally, but as a battler and as a casual, I will say that he's talented from that league too. His name is DK.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, Dom Kennedy or whatever the fuck he called himself, but you know what I'm saying? He gets busy too. I think he's talented, troll and all. But like I don't know exactly what people expect of niggas like me, but whatever it is, you know what I'm saying, keep your expectations up
Reasonable.
and yeah, keep them mutual cuz like I might exceed them and I might disappoint you. Like
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what people want from me, but I'm not going to say yes to everything.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
I'm also not going to fit the mold of whoever y'all want me to be.
yeah. And that I think that's a problem that a lot of battlers are trying to be like a lot of things that they're not. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
if I rap this way and I rap about this, they're gonna
yeah,
automatically like be fans of me. That's not if it's not authentic and real and that's really you, then it's all a facade.
yeah. I mean, you tell people that and they tell you that you're hating, but like they find out for themselves eventually. Like I've been told people, I'm like, y'all need to stop focusing on being clones of the next nigga and focus on what makes you stand out in your own sense. Like
Yeah,
there's way too many people out here being sons and daughters of niggas that's already originated their own style. Like,
that
can't
is very
nobody say
true.
I sound like nobody. Can't nobody say I'm biting off nobody. That I'm stealing shit. That I'm somebody's son. Like none of that. Like everything I do is from my diaphragm. It's from my heart. So, but yeah, there's a couple niggas out here that just they figure if they bounce like this, they rap like that, they perform like this, and say bow like that, like it's gonna get them to the next level. And really, like they've oversaturated the market. Like now it's 100 niggas that sound alike, and maybe 5 niggas out of that 100 have their own style, but that
Yeah,
that 5 percentage doesn't really get the recognition because most of them either don't have the it factor, the likability, the the thing where I don't know they're marketable, so to speak.
that's another thing. Cause you know how with the Crucible,
Yeah,
I watched all the Crucible. I talked about basically all the battles, and even when they picked the 16. Now, it was a lot of people that I was like, oh, they're talented, but then they didn't get picked. So I'm like, okay, so really, what are we looking for?
look at they're looking for the shit they like to call star power. I don't even know if that's really a thing, but like to them it's the new word of saying it factor. Like they're looking for something that they can market that will jump up their streams that people will pay to watch. And I get it, you know, business is business. Like
Yeah,
you're always looking for the next thing that can bring you money and bring you revenue, bring you notoriety. Like that's just how this shit works.
yeah,
The problem is there should be a place for everybody. And it seems like all the places are limited despite having like 100, 200, 300 fucking leagues every year that
yeah.
just pop out. Like it's so many leagues and it's so many diverse fans, but it seems like there's only place for like 5% of battlers and everybody else is just swept under the rug as the saturation market.
Yeah, yeah, cause it's like you got your punchers, you got your people that talk the streets, street talk, gang life, whatever, and then you have your Christian battlers.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, am I gonna fit in here? Am I gonna fit in here? Or am I gonna fit in here? Because it seems like with the Christian battlers, everybody wants to be like, oh, we're tired of hearing them with the fake guns and the this and the that and the third. But it's like, for example, A Ward. A Ward is dope, but he's
Very.
not on URL.
I think A Ward doesn't really play the I don't feel like he plays the politic games is why he's not on URL. Like he doesn't strike me as a person that will kiss ass or like, you know, try to water down his style or his aura to fit a mold. Like A Ward is going to be A Ward.
That is very true. And he's had a lot of names, even though he hasn't been on URL.
Yeah, he has a lot of names.
So salute to him for that.
Yeah, and I feel like, you know, there is a place for everybody. It's just certain people that are in this shit that are running it, I
Mm,
feel like shouldn't be because a lot of them are poisonous. Like I'm glad that they finally woke up and got Norbs the fuck up out of here because I had been saying for years that nigga is cancer to the culture. Like he may be a great talent scout or whatever,
mm.
and he might be a great businessman, but he is not a professional and he is a terrible person to be putting in charge of rising talent because he's only going to exploit them for the shit that he can use and then he'll toss them away. I saw him do it numerous times. Like that's why it took so long for certain PGs to drop. He had them shits on his flash drive the whole time. So
Yeah, because I think Show Off mentioned about he would have been back on URL far as I guess a battle if he didn't have an issue with Norbs.
yeah,
And
like
I think a
it
couple of
always
other
comes
people
on.
said that. So it's
Yeah, like
like
most of the problems, the 90% of it all came down to dealings with Norbs. Norbs
that's
was a
terrible.
culture vulture. Like, I don't know if people know this shit, but like, I think that nigga was like a cook in Fridays or something before URL picked him up. So it's like, I don't even believe he knew battle rap culture like that until he started just watching it. And, you know, him and Beasley were like friends or something. So like, he literally got put in a position that he was not qualified for and just milked it for everything it was worth until one is like it was like some Harvey Weinstein shit happened to him. Like, you know, he thought he was untouchable, and the next thing you know, he got knocked off his pedestal and fired, and now nobody wants him. He's like a leper.
Yeah, because I was saying something about he was gonna start a league, and I'm like, oh gosh,
Good luck with
oh
that.
gosh, huh?
Yeah, I mean, good luck to him with that shit. Like,
Man,
I
people are
don't wish
smart. They
ill
stay
on
away from that
nobody, but
man.
I don't wish ill on nobody, but like, I don't support culture vultures and exploitation of talent.
True. Okay. Kill list. 5 people you want to battle.
Okay, I want to battle Chef Trez.
Why Chef Trez?
Uh, I like I like what he does. Like I like him as a battler, and he's very dangerous and unpredictable. And I need to be in front of somebody like that who's consistent, who's dangerous, who You know what I'm saying? Like he doesn't care about like who he's matched up with. I feel like he can adjust to just about any opponent that's in front of him. And I need that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? He would definitely be a true test to my pen and performance and freestyle.
I think that's an attainable battle, though. That's a very attainable battle. Saying that he
Yeah.
battles a lot of different people, that some of these people don't even really have names or like
Yeah.
building their names. That's a very
Yeah.
attainable battle.
Yeah, and I could see myself like definitely you know what I'm saying, doing that in the future. Let's see, I want to battle DNA. Some of the same reasons, but more so like style clash. Like, you know, he's very unorthodox as well as, you know, formidable as a veteran, as a legend, etc. And we both come
DNA
from
before or no gun bars DNA now?
don't really care. PG Killer, the champ, whatever the fuck he calling himself, like, you know what I'm saying, the ringworm, whatever he comes up as, like that DNA, because I feel like it's all the same shit, just a different tone of voice. Kill list.
That's an attainable one too. He definitely battles a lot of different people too.
Yeah. Um I I wanna battle Easy to Block Captain.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like
Okay.
I ain't really like no struggle bar nigga, because, you know, I ain't never struggle or miss a meal or deal drugs, no shit like that. But I like hearing how he talk about it. Like he just paints pictures with the shit he says. Like he's what you call like it. I don't hear niggas talk like him, and and it's scary because, you know, you believe that shit when he says it. Like you know in your heart of hearts it's authentic because people be vouching for it, and
Yep.
like the crowd be going crazy because it's like they be feeling the pain he be talking about. Like when he, you know what I'm saying? It's like that DMX shit. Like you know, like you got a real nigga in front of you, but like he's real enough to be vulnerable to talk about like his shortcomings and discrepancies that came with how he's elevated to who he is now. Like it's authentic and it's dangerous and it's
It's a
gangster.
lesson
So
in every bar.
yeah, yeah, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that'd be a true test to me to like see if I could withstand, you know, the pressure of a nigga like that barking on me with like a 10-minute round.
Oh yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying, that'd be a test of my durability. Um, let's see. Yo, I'm actually a fan of this nigga too, because you know, we have a history, we even have a storyline. It would make sense. The nigga Swervo.
I like Swervo.
Yeah, I like Swervo too. I'm a fan. Uh I I want to kill that nigga where he stand, but you know what I'm saying, it's
Is it
from
a
a
history you could talk about, or is
yeah,
it
yeah, that's my
it's battle rap, right?
yeah, it's battle rap. That's my
Okay.
guy. You know what I'm saying? It's battle rap history. You know, it's a feud going on between, you know, the camp he's with and the camp I'm with.
KMM.
No, not KMM, 187 bartenders and death dealers.
Uh,
So basically,
yeah,
it's
I'm watching battles and I'm hearing that and I'm like, okay, who is what and what is what?
yeah. So, you know, long story short, you know, I've seen him since he debuted on CBG and transitioned to OSBL, and he's definitely like leveled up and become one of those ones. Like, you know, he's definitely on his way. And you know what I'm saying, we've gone back and forth on shit, but like it's competitive. And me being a fan of him, I watch his shit, but like I know that if I ever got in front of him, I know how to kill this nigga because I've watched him, I've studied him. And you know what I'm saying, he gets that KMM gas when he's behind him. See, like I'm a nigga, I don't be worried about none of that shit. Like there's no nigga that can get in front of me that can take me out my character, that can gas me to death. Like I don't give a fuck who's cheering for a nigga. Cause like every time I'm gonna come back with something. Unless it's a one rounder, and then I'm gonna just keep my foot on the gas the whole fucking time. But yeah, Swervo is definitely one of them ones. His performance and stage presence is damn near unmatched in this league, OSBL, and Rising Star. I feel like we put on a good one. I like Slugger too. I'd kill that nigga too.
Drive by.
Yeah, drive by. I kill both of them niggas. Real shit.
Like
Um,
OSBL and Kels and who she got on her roster of people
yeah.
that
Nah, she got some killers.
she got Ace, she got Swervo. Does she have she happens to? Is he somebody
Yeah,
that is on?
yeah, Sheet Happens is definitely KMM. And
Who else? I know it's Zeke.
Zeke is definitely KMM.
So like she got a nice team of them. When they
Yeah,
go
she
to
got a couple.
different places, she got a
Yeah,
nice little team of them.
yeah, them niggas be deep.
Then she got like all the new guys that at OSBL now, and it's like it's only a few of them that I'm kind of familiar with watching them.
Yeah,
Steve O, young guy ATM,
right.
Gary Olson,
Yeah,
uh, who
Rising
else?
Stars.
Who else? Slumdog.
Yeah,
I think he's dope. I think he's dope. I like ATM in a way he pins his stuff. Like
yeah.
OSBL got
ATM
some talent.
ATM has some good one-liners. He's creative with his penmanship. Um,
Like
I don't even care who the last person is. Like I feel like I'm not really picky for real because it don't matter if I am anyway. I probably won't get anybody that I want. But
mm,
like at this point, like anybody I get in front of has got to make sense.
okay. Like
Like I
elevate you
don't,
to the next level.
yeah, and I feel like I don't get that opportunity because I don't know, like for some reason when it comes to you setting me up with an opponent, like people either want to give me a old nigga that's trying to come out of retirement, a rookie that needs to be tested,
Yeah,
or to
that's not
fill a
fair to you.
card, or if I do get somebody worthy, it's a reason behind it, like it's a narrative, or like we had a grudge match that's been brewing or something. Like it's never really something that benefits me totally. Like it's not something that gets me anywhere. It's not a matchup that I want, etc. Like it's always some dumb shit.
Have you thought about Gates of the Garden? We go hard.
Well, yeah, I thought about it, but like
Like
I gotta get
places that
booked for
I
that
know,
shit.
like I see a lot of outsiders come and be on the card.
Well, them niggas must not want me, cause I mean, now
Oh,
don't get me
got a
wrong. Me and Dre
question.
Dennis,
For
me and
anyone who doesn't know your work, what would be the best battle to go back and watch your viewers?
um, I think my favorite battle overall is probably the one between me and Erky Law, just because of the replay value. Like it was like both of us showed up there as like the battle that people did not know was gonna be as crazy as it was.
Hollow Da Gatman versus Erky Law.
Yeah, that was it has so much replay value in both of our rounds. Like, you know what I'm saying, like I had, Bar of the Night from that battle. You know what I'm saying? It arguably could have been Battle of the Night in the building, but other battles came after that, and there were some other standout performances as well. But I definitely got Bar of the Night that night.
Okay. Um.
Then I guess me and watch me versus G's the shooter, me versus TDH, and me versus Raka Zulu. You know what I'm saying? But the TDH was like a good back and forth 3-rounder. Same with Raka Zulu. Um, Me and G's was a 1-rounder, but like I went first, and like that was like my comeback battle. Like that was like the battle where I showed everybody I was like, all right, like I've been gone a minute, but like I still got it. So like I came back and I was strapped because I had got ducked twice prior to that. So like I
Yeah.
had
How
a
does
lot of
that
material.
feel? With like your scheduled a battle person, they duck you twice. Like I
Uh,
know that's gotta be crazy.
yeah, it's annoying because it's like y'all wasted my time and shit. And it's like you got this material or whatever, and you don't even know if you want to use it anymore because time goes by. Then you gotta wait for another card, and then on top of it, then like your stock starts getting stagnated because like you haven't battled in a while. You don't have any new footage to promote. Like you exhausted all that energy promoting for some shit, getting ready and preparing. So I know life happens or whatever,
Yeah, that's right, Bumpy Boss, bloggerhood. You
but
know
these
it.
excuses some people be having, like, you know what I'm saying, like they niggas that said like their baby's having a heart attack or some other weird shit.
Like, if it's not real life, like, I understand your family definitely is real
Family
life
comes first.
situation. But if it's on some you ain't right type situation,
Some people just no show. So I
like,
mean,
that's
there's that.
crazy to me too. I remember you get up there, stumble, fumble, choke, and do that, then just no show because you weren't prepared.
Or at least communicate that you're not coming. See, like I don't care if a person backs out. It's the no showing for me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like
I don't see
that's
how
just wild whack.
leagues can respect that with battlers.
I have never no showed uh, a battle. In fact, there's only one battle that I didn't really get to complete because of the technicality differences. But like other than that, wasn't even it wasn't even like nothing serious, and then it got rescheduled.
How you feel about leagues holding on to footage and never dropping it?
Yeah, I don't like that shit either, and that's why I'm really picky about certain leagues I go to, because if there's a red flag that you're known for like vaulting footage based on whatever, like I really don't want to fuck with you because I worked hard for that material, and by you holding it hostage, you're basically doing me a disservice.
Yeah,
And
because it's like, how can you say, oh well, to say you got a battle coming up, and you be like, this is my latest footage, blah 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 blah. You can't even say that because it ain't out.
yeah, like
Like,
it's
that's
just whack.
crazy. You don't
And
even let
and
a battler see their footage so they
and then
can
on top of it,
correct
like
what
I'm a
mistakes they
cameraman,
made.
right? I'm a cameraman, so I deal with filming shit. Like I've edited stuff, so it's like anybody can hit me up and ask me to help with assistance on editing or something.
Does it
So
take long?
it's well, yeah, it's a tedious task, but it also depends on how much replay value the battle has. See, like when people have trash battles, they usually take longer to come out because the editor's usually annoyed by what's going on. But if you have a fire battle, the process is a lot easier because you don't mind hearing the shit over and over again, because like you're cutting and splicing stuff and putting it together and putting highlights in them, so it doesn't really bother you as much. But like people really don't have no excuse for being trash and not releasing footage, because it's like, what you booked me for if you were just gonna vault the footage?
Salute at Smoke Kings TV. Salute.
They got a
Like,
comment section.
huh?
They got a comment section.
Yeah,
Oh, I ain't seen nothing.
yeah. I don't know if you can see it. I know I see it. Um, any battles coming up?
Yeah. May 23rd, I got the Great Swank at Bars Over Bricks in Annapolis. So
That's the
I'm
only one.
getting, and I got Richie Lowe on Identity C's Battle League June 19th. So I'm gonna talk my shit, like, for sure, for sure.
No, that's right. Like, anything else you working on, or you just focusing on the battles as of right now?
Yeah, I'm focusing on
They three
battles.
rounds or one round?
Both of them one round.
Okay. So your preparation for a 3 round battle versus your preparation for a 1 round battle, is it different?
It's very different.
What's
There's
the process?
See, with a 3 round battle, I have 3 stages. You know, the introduction, as well as like the tone setting, and the difference making, and the heavy punching coming out the gate. See, like with the second round is where I get more intricate, and I get more in touch with the angles that I'm using. And the third round, I really usually break my opponent down, and draw comparisons between me and the person and why we're not equal and why I'm that nigga, why they not. So like with the one rounders, it could be anything. Like I just know that once I get started, I start out really slow, like what I'm saying, freight train shit, and then I like
So you right
once,
uphill. You
yeah,
start off slow and you right uphill to just.
yeah, once the punches start flying, like it's all the way to the end. Like I don't have filler, so I ain't no 4 bar setup nigga with an elementary punch like Ryder and them.
Why you gotta say Ryder? What's wrong with Ryder?
No, he was just an example. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
How
I
you
like the
feel
guy.
about Ryder and drugs going down?
I mean, that's a
You
nice
going to
style
it?
class.
You going to that card?
I might go to it. I mean, I don't really understand all this Goonie on Goonie violence, but
But
whatever.
I mean, they really not Goonies anymore.
I
They
know, but
friends, but they're not a group
as far as I'm concerned, if you were ever in a group, you're always in that group. Yeah,
anymore.
even
Yeah,
if y'all break up, like I still associate y'all niggas together
sure.
because y'all stayed in hotels together, y'all traveled, all that dumb shit.
Yeah, that's just
Like,
like drugs and twerk when they battle. But that
yeah,
was a
like
friendly battle.
if 187 break up tomorrow, like people are still going to associate us together because that's who they saw us
Who else
around.
is in it? Who else is in 187?
All right, so it's me, MV the Savage, Stratosphere,
I know who
um,
that is.
Wordplay the Menace, and Marley Heems.
Wordplay the Menace. Is that the guy that battled Jade?
Yes, that is Wordplay.
Okay. Okay. Now, Death Dealers. Who's in that?
Fame, Black Ab, Swervo, Slugger, Business, Northeast Tay, Yoga Flame, Kid Cash, P Black, and I think that's everybody that I've so far that I
P
can think
Black.
of.
That name sounds for me. Didn't he just battle OG Caprice?
Yes, he
Or that,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my guy too. I introduced him to Keys, Kells, and them.
Like I like that's why I was like, hold on. Ain't that But I was like, I noticed he changed his name. I'm like, I know him as Boogie Flames from We Go Hard. And then now he go by OG Caprice. And I'm
I
like,
remember
okay.
seeing I remember seeing him and recognizing him, but not knowing exactly who he was. But I remember because, like, I've been in the culture for a minute and I've gone to events. So I was at the We Go Hard event when he battled, I think it was either Cakes or was it Mr. Wavy? One of them shits. Yeah, but I do remember him.
Yeah, because I was like, I saw him on We Go Hard. I think the last We Go Hard battle I saw, I think was him versus Drift. And then the next thing I know, I see him on OSBL. And
As a
I'm like,
rookie.
dang, that was quick.
Gemini man. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you go wherever you want it and you feel
I,
appreciated. I'm not mad
I
at that.
guess. I guess. You know what I'm saying? I wish him all the best. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck he got going on. The 6 man thing. Or
6 man, really. I mean, I don't know. I try to watch everybody. Like, but it's so many people.
yeah,
Like,
like I
it's
said, this
so many
market is
battlers that
oversaturated.
it's like, I mean, like, okay, did I watch this battle and then like 3 more battles drop? Like, I
It's
keep saying I'm watching the
oversaturated.
OSBL battles that dropped like I want to say 2 days ago. I ain't even got around to it yet. Smack dropped Ultimate Madness 3. battles today. I'm like, bro, I'm over it. I try to keep up with everything. It's not enough time.
I don't have the time to keep up with everything, so I don't. I see it when I see it.
It's getting that way. Recently, it's definitely been that way. When
So you saw the Cassidy and Hitman shit, right?
yeah, I saw that. I watched it initially when it happened.
Oh
I
man,
did not watch the since the battle's been out. That
to
thing
me
was
the
an hour and 4 minutes.
battle's a fucking joke in my opinion. But Cassidy won.
Like,
I don't be understanding what this circus shit is that people be doing, but like I don't be feeling bad for people who catch bad breaks for doing bad business.
okay, so did you watch Ultimate Madness this past weekend?
I did.
How do you feel about now that it's everybody knows about the whole Serious Jones and the recycling?
I mean, I always felt like Serious Jones was a disappointment, but you know, he has his moments where he redeems himself, and you know, he's very talented and he's a legend, but like he's done a lot of weird shit over the years, and I feel like it's finally catching up with him. Like I don't feel like everybody can be wrong about you if there's a consistent pattern of you being labeled a shitty person and somebody who's unprofessional, who recycles, who shows up late, who steals deposits, who's unmanageable, who's quite frankly.
How do you feel about Twerk and his not being prepared? Is it just like regular now, or is it just like even heightened more now because
I
it was
mean,
100K at stake?
honestly, like I'm not surprised that he choked because that's like a thing with him every now and then when he's supposed to battle somebody that he's supposed to beat, he just shows up unprepared. But 100,000 on the line, I don't care if I had to battle my mother. My mother would have got 5-0'd, 110% prep for that 100K. That nigga is wild.
Like, I think he only did like if you got him in a tournament for the viewership, I understand it, but he just it don't seem like he was in it at all. He didn't seem like he wanted to be there.
He didn't, and people can tell. Like the fans are not dumb. Like people know when his head is in it because we watch him enough to recognize his patterns. Between where he's 100% prepared when he wants something and when he's just there, like his energy's different. Like when he wants a battle, he's got on either the black or white shirt with the hood on it. You know what I'm saying? When he don't really care about it, he has a full jumpsuit. He's got his hands in his pocket. He's moving side to side during the intro. When he wants something, either his fitted is turned back or he's got his hood up. He's jumping around. He's talking shit, but like it's different. So like a prepared twerk is dangerous for any and everybody that be in front of him. Like he is the GOAT, but he's a disappointment.
Hey, I said, even though he choked and everything, he still will be on the Gnome. He's still gonna be on the Summer Madness
Of
because it
course.
sells.
He's the golden child of URL. Like they'd be crazy not to put him on some shit. Like people want to see twerk. Rain, sleek, hail, snow, win, lose. You know what I'm saying? Right, wrong. Twerk is the commodity in URL. Like he is the URL golden child. So
I mean, people say the same thing about Surf. Surf can be on the next card, only have 2 rounds, and if he say, hey, he want to battle so and so, he will be on that card.
yeah, and it's unfortunate that that's the way things go, and that's how the powers that be operate. But it ultimately comes down to the fans too. Like the fans accept this behavior, the fans accept these politics and these procedures, and it's not necessarily all on the battler. Like
Well,
If the
yeah, I said
fans,
the league gotta just pull the plug.
yeah, if the
Yeah.
fans started deciding as a unit that they were not going to take it anymore, that they were going to stop fucking with so and so if they didn't come with 3 rounds or they ain't stop bullshitting, etc. Like,
But what happens if you don't get your second half if you don't have 3 rounds? I remember at one point that was floating around, and then you ain't heard nothing else about that.
I mean, I feel like niggas ain't as gangsters as they say they are when they get on camera. So if that was really it, then they should have stuck by that. Like that energy should have been the same.
Well, yeah, true. Yoshi and her situation with the ghostwriting. For me, her 3 rounds she had against drugs, if she wrote them 3 rounds, I was happy with what I heard.
I like
If that's gonna be how she's writing with no help, I'm cool with that.
I like Yoshi. I think she's talented. This is the thing. Like I would never take. Even if I would never take credit for writing for a female who be talking about sucking dick and taking it in
Of
the
course.
ass and all this other weird shit.
Like
You know,
Drug said, you too busy worried about the brotherhood. You should be worried about your motherhood.
that shit hit different.
Like her second round, Drug's third round. I'm like, okay, that's how you start Ultimate Ministry off.
Yeah, like no, they put on a good one. Yeah, like I said, it all depends on what you do once you're on that stage. But like, there are certain people that have privileges that other people don't, and that's just how the game goes. Like, I see this shit in OSBL all the fucking time. Certain shit that niggas do.
Mm,
If a nigga like me did it,
mm,
like be outside my crib with pitchforks ready to hang me on a cross.
yeah. See, I don't know too much about OSBL. Like, I watch the battles. I support. Like, I know
Yeah,
they got an event coming up. Eminence is coming up. I think in June.
Eminence is coming up.
I think I saw it's a stream to it. I'm definitely copping the stream for it. I'm a support. Like I want to know who the hottest local people are.
Oh yeah, I mean,
There's a lot of y'all that's like nice.
yeah, it's a lot of niggas that's coming out the woodworks, and it's crazy because a couple years back, if niggas would have said that battle rap was gonna become the new commodity as far as like after hours shit to do and creativity and a new genre of rap that's on the rise, especially in this area, I wouldn't have believed it because like I'm saying battle rap at one point was considered the broke rapper's way of getting on or like just some competitive shit. But like now it's like a whole culture behind it. Like people pay to see this shit.
Yeah, and then like Smack have a lot of events out here in the DMV. It's
Yeah,
like the
like Smack
DMV the place to
DJ,
be.
Terra, Smack, Devo, etc. Like niggas been sliding.
Like, all right, if you had to pick, you can include yourself in this. Between the rest of this year and next year, 5 guys you'd like to see on the Crucible season 2.
Okay. I would like to see this nigga Hefe in Bars Over Bricks.
Is that's the dude that battled Jack, right?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
Um,
he nice.
yeah, I would like to see Murdoch get his just due.
Yeah,
Um, Swervo,
yeah.
even though he's
Swervo got
already in it.
money for phase 3.
I mean, even though he's already in it, I still like to see him rap.
Yeah,
Uh, who else? I'd like to see Julio Santana.
I need to look that person up.
Yeah, you definitely do. Like he's another one of my little favorites. Um, And me, motherfuckers. Like,
Okay, so between this year, early part January next year, what battle do you need between now and then to get the eye on you for that?
man, I just need a battle with somebody worthy of my time. That's all I'm asking. I don't really need a particular name. I don't
Mm,
need a look. I don't need no cosign, none of that. I just need to be in front of somebody who's going to elevate me as far as bars, performance, stage presence, and views and shit. Like, I need to battle somebody who's got enough stain on their reputation where we can put on a great matchup. Like, I'm not concerned about winning or losing anymore.
hmm
I'm concerned about putting on good footage.
I
I
said
just
that
want
too, and people thought I was crazy when I said that on Twitter about the fact of great performances and battles matter more than the win or the loss.
that's a fact. Like, people are going to debate the winner or the loss forever, but if you got good footage, all that matters is that they keep clicking on it, and different opinions will fly. So
Yeah,
that's why I don't want no easy matchups. I don't want no niggas I feel like I can smoke. Like, I want competition.
that's why I
Yeah.
like how Dre Dennis does Case of the Garden. Like these
Hey,
guys will start off battling folks that nobody knows and then gets on. Ooh, okay. I guess that might be the end. I don't know. But I think that might be the end. Yeah, that's probably gonna be the end. We was about to wrap up anyway. So I think either his phone died or it went out. I give it another couple of seconds. And then that might be a wrap. But definitely having a good conversation with Hollow Da Gatman, learning about his journey, his kill list, everything like that. So if y'all not familiar, tune in, YouTube, type in Hollow Da Gatman, all his battles gonna pop up. Um, another episode of Talks with Jay. That's a wrap.